Hi, everyone. Welcome to your September 2023 forecast for the month. This is a new video that I'm trying out for you guys, so please let me know if you like it, if you want to hear more about these. But today we are looking at the roadmap for September. So we're going to take a look at goals, obstacles, accomplishments, and resources of support and encouragement for you on your journey this month, wherever it is you may be, and whatever it is that you are working on accomplishing this month, whether it's personal, professional. I'm not going to take those because we have a very specific spread that we're following. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah. So just quickly before we get started here, it does look like everyone is ready to start releasing this mindset of lack, specifically around money, and really working on welcoming in abundance. And in whatever form that might be showing up for you this month. You may be feeling kind of tired. I know retrograde season has been rough for me as well. So just know that you are ready to let that go and welcome in a new, fresh set of ideas or whatever you may need to call in that abundance and success mindset. All right. So if you have a specific question, just take a moment to keep that in mind. Just put it in the back of your mind, maybe bring it present. Take a few deep breaths and get ready for, oh my God, these cards today. Get ready for the messages to be coming in. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. I'm going to pull all the cards and then we're going to take a look here. All right. Here we go. Okay, so starting with the top, we've got your current self, which is in the position of Lovers reversed. So it's very possible that you yourself are a little unaligned with what your goals actually are for the month. So what is it that you are trying to achieve in September? Where are you now? And are you doing all the right things in order to make that happen? It's possible that you have some challenges that have really come up that have been preventing your growth. So you're feeling a little bit misaligned this month. And if you're not feeling misaligned, it could be that your goals, your wishes haven't quite come to fruition. And that's something that you need to be working on this month. So, first action step for you this month, are you aligned with what you are calling in? What are you calling in? And how are you going to make that happen? And do your actions align with your goals? Okay. The theme of the month, yes, the moon, is really uncovering all of those unconscious beliefs that may be holding you back. So you are ready to let them go, but there are some things that are coming up for you, potentially two things that are coming up for you that you aren't quite ready to let go of, But know that as you see the crab coming out of the water, they are emerging for you to take a look at. So these are unconscious beliefs that may be holding you back that are probably creating this misalignment for you in reaching those goals. Okay, one of them could be community. So how are you connecting with others this month? Are you over connecting? Are you under connecting? Do you feel abundant in people that are around you this month? So, subconscious beliefs around being able to draw in those people who are going to support you. Yeah, and the other one is the chariot. So, another belief to work on this month will be the idea of slowing down and asking others for help. So, we're getting a lot of twos this month already. We've got two here, we've got two here, we've got two here. So there's a lot of duality happening this month in how you're approaching things. When the chariot's in reverse, we want to start to call in help from others. You do not have to do this alone. There is nothing that is saying that you need to do this alone. You need to be calling in that community, right? How can you be asking others for help this month? How can you join with others to create momentum in your life and in your business this month? What is it that you need to call in? Use your intuition as you are deciphering which path to go on. You may be having so many things come up for you that you aren't even sure which way to turn. And this is also coming up later in our reading about overwhelm, right? So if you're feeling really overwhelmed, everything feels a little misaligned, and you've got some of these beliefs coming up that are really preventing you from moving forward. So this month, it's all about unearthing those beliefs that are creating that misalignment for you. So needing to do it alone and the fear of building community, which is really, right, that's that duality of I know I need help from others, but I'm afraid that they won't be there for me if I do it. However, you do need to start working with others. We do need to release this idea of I can do it all on my own. No one does anything ever on their own. We are always in community with others. You just have to find the right one for you. A key goal to pursue this month, yeah, so it's a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of that childhood fun that you need to be calling in this month. And also that play with others, right? So this play with others is coming up again. Here you can see we've got one character really reaching out to the other character. It might be an offer of some kind. This is something that you are going to have to initiate with someone else. So you are not necessarily going to be on the receiving end of this offer, but it is something that you need to reach out and offer to someone else. And notice that you have plenty of things to offer other people. All of your cups are full. So you don't have to worry about giving away this one thing. You have plenty still here for you. You are not in a position where you will be running out of things to give and offers to give to others. So something to pursue this month is really how can you be in community? How can you find others to work with? And what is it that you can be offering to other people in order to support your overall goals this month? Okay, an obstacle this month is the Emperor. So the Emperor can be kind of tough. You know, he's a guy that likes structure and routine and following these very traditional ways of going about things. So if this is coming up as an obstacle for you, it's going to be saying, hey, you can break with tradition here. You don't have to follow all the rules. You don't have to follow that framework that your business coach or whoever coach or someone else told you this is the only way to go about achieving things, right? He's also, if you notice, he's very similar to the Chariot over here, right? So really going at it as that authority figure and as that one person who has say about things. But the thing to know is what we're discovering here is that we need to kind of move away from me and I and more into this shared value system with other people. You don't have to be the only one with something to say. So try to do something new and different this month. Try not to stick too much into your routines. I mean, routines are super beneficial for us, but not when we get so stuck in them that we can't see our way out of. So know that this month it's okay to try something new. Okay, so we've got a major accomplishment, and what we've got here is actually the death card. Don't be nervous about the death card. It just means transformation. So something that's coming up for you this month is actually a really major transformation, which is just awesome. So let's see what we're transitioning out of. Oh, and what we're transitioning into. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like we're transitioning out of this very feminine energy of, I don't know if you guys can see that. Here we go. This very feminine energy of intuition and creativity, and moving more into this practical Ace of Swords. So moving kind of out of leading with our heart and more in leading in our heads. So if you have been working on something that's been kind of near and dear to you, it's kind of time to start taking that out of this place of, oh, this is my baby, this is my project, and I have a lot of emotional attachments to it, and moving it into, okay, now I have this project. Maybe it's an offer, a campaign, a business idea, and now we need to start thinking strategically. How can we start to remove some of those attachments so we can start to see what we've created in a very clear way in order to market it better, in order to position it better? When we are emotionally attached to things, things can become muddy, right? We're like, oh, but I really like the way I said this, right? But in order for businesses to succeed, we have to remove the emotional attachments that we have in order to see what we're building in a really strategic way. And so this month, you're really moving out of that heart-centered, creative, emotional attachment place and moving into something that is going to make you more profitable, give you some more clear vision on what it is that you're creating and how you can put it out into the market in a way that's going to be profitable and really serve other people's needs, right? Because as business owners, as marketers, as professionals, our products are only as good as what other people need them to be. So you can have an amazing idea that works for you, but does it work for others? And that's what you're going to be figuring out this month. That is going to be a major accomplishment. And as a marketer, that is the key, right? If we can get our marketing language accurate and correct and have it feel really authentic to the user, that's when things start to happen. That's when we start to create momentum in business. Okay, so what to avoid? Yeah, so we've got the Nine of Swords reverse. What to avoid? Unnecessary worry. I know it's easier said than done. Unnecessary worry. It's time to release that strain, that worry, that laying in bed crying feeling, all of those stresses that really come with entrepreneurship, owning your own business, starting something new. asking for help, right? It's time to start worrying about that. It's really, again, the swords is all about that mental energy, right? So we're seeing that here. We're seeing it again here. It's time to put down the worry because we know what we're doing now. We have a clear idea of what it is we're doing, where we're going, what we're accomplishing, how we can work with other people to make that happen. So it's really time this month to avoid spending too much time in your feelings, in your head, worrying about all of those things that could go wrong. Yes, instead of that, what we want to do is focus on the work. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Focus on what it is that you can do to bring this amazing idea into fruition. Just focus on, again, the practicalities, the step by steps. Focus in on what can I do next to make this happen. When we get out of our heads and into our bodies, right, into that action mode, instead of the thinking mode, that's where things can really start to move your business and your projects forward. Okay, what to embrace this month? The full reversed. Yes. Okay. So right now we are in retrograde season. And what happens in retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde, which will continue until mid-September, is we don't want to start anything new. So the full reverse is really just saying, like, you don't need to be starting new things right now. You don't need to be crafting anything brand new. Keep going on the path that you have been going. Any ideas that you have, just put them to the side. Make a note, write them down. Try not to start anything new this month, okay? So just embrace the journey that you're on. Embrace this transformation that is really bringing your ideas to life rather than scrapping the idea and starting something new. So continue to move forward on what you have been building so far, and don't worry about any of those new ideas that are coming up. Now, where to find support? Okay, so one thing that you need to do this month is get support with your overwhelm. Get support with figuring out where to put your focus this month. Yeah. You might want to get someone who's going to help you not just master some of these emotions, this overwhelm that you're going through, right? So, this Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, both of these really speak to, again, a lot of that mental, emotional energy that goes into building a business. It can feel overwhelming. There's so many choices, there's so many things to do, right? So not only do we need to get to work, but in order to get to work, you may need to reach out to someone who can help you just fish through what it is. Fish, that's funny. Here's all your little fishes. What you need to be doing first. What can you do first, right? You don't necessarily need someone to be telling you very specifically what to do, but someone who can help guide you along the way so that you can ride these waves that we see here a little bit easier, these waves of emotion that come up, right? How can we keep your mind in the game? How can you create this transformation and bring what's really been near and dear to you out into the world in a very clear and efficient way that creates results for you? The other thing of getting support with the overwhelm, right? Speaking back to the theme of the month, which is these unconscious beliefs, these little fishes really represent the unconscious beliefs that we have and learning to master them, right? So it might also be get support not only in all of these decisions that you're making this month and all the things that you could potentially do this month. Remember that we just want to continue with things that we've been working on, not starting anything new, right? This also could definitely be shiny object syndrome, of just focusing on that one thing, right? Help focusing on that one thing. What's the one thing you can do this month? And then releasing any of these blocks that you have that are coming up to help you continue to move forward. And finally, we have advice and encouragement, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. And just know that you are planting seeds for the long haul. So right now, you are just putting things in the earth, we're covering them up with soil, and we're watering them, and we're just waiting for things to bloom. And this is the hardest part of any business, of any development, of any project is that planning and the waiting stage. So just know that all of the seeds that you're planting will come, they will bloom, they will be bringing you financial prosperity, but it is going to take a little bit of time. Don't expect all of this to turn into, millions of dollars overnight. Yeah. Yeah. And again, find that person who can really help you do that this month. Find that person. It may be that someone that you're working with now maybe isn't fulfilling your needs, that you may need to be walking away from. Um, yeah, all of those people on social media who say like, "Oh, I built my business overnight and here's the one thing that I did and I'm going to teach you how to do this one thing." One thing does not create a business. It's the momentum that you are creating with all of these small steps along the way, along the month, every month, month over month, that starts to create your journey overall, that starts to create that success mindset. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you this month. If you do need some extra help, if you do need some guidance, know that I'm always here for you. Feel free to book a reading or a coaching call at any time, and I am here for you. Have an awesome month.